Welcome to section 4, Learning with Ticket. Today we'll be looking at style in poetry. What is style? Style is the manner in which a poet uses language to express himself. What are the forms of styles that we have? We have rhythm, figure of speech, irony, satire, apostrophe, non-standard English, paradox, rhetorical questions, local idioms, suspense, direct address, onomatopoeia and idioms, hesitation marks, and inversions. Let's look at rhythm. This is the regular repeated beat or sound. There are three things that aid in the creation of rhythm. These are sound patterns, repetition, and the length of lines. When we talk about sound pattern, we expound more on rhyme, alliteration, assonance, and consonants. Then on repetition, we have repetition of sounds, words, or ideas. Then we look at the length of lines. Are some of the lines long and some others short than the others? Then we look at figure of speech. Figure of speech helps in putting across the expressions. The poet puts across expressions through the figures of speech. What are the common figures of speech? We have simile, metaphor, personification, allusion, hyperbole, analogy, symbolism, understatement, autonomy, and synecdoche. We have irony. Irony occurs when ideas, words, or situations are contrary to what we expect. We have two types of irony. We have situation irony and verbal irony. Situation irony occurs when a situation is quite different or opposite of what we would expect. Verbal irony, also known as sarcasm, occurs when a person says one thing but intends another that is opposite. We look at satire. Satire, this is criticizing human weakness in a humorous way. Those who employ satire target people in authority, institutions, religious leaders, or even the ordinary people. We have apostrophe. This is direct address to a non-living thing which cannot respond as if it were a person. We have non-standard English. It helps give the geographical setting of the poem. That is where the event takes place in the poem. We have paradox. This is a statement that contains the opposite idea that makes it absurd, although it is or may be true. Such an example as you can say something is bittersweet. So you see we have two statements which are contradicting. We have rhetorical questions. These are questions that are asked with no intention of getting a reply. They are asked in order to pass a message. We have use of local idioms. This makes the poem to be understood by the community in which the poem is being delivered to. We have suspense. This keeps the readers anxious about the things that will turn out maybe at the future time of the narration of a poem or reading of the poem. We have suspense, then apostrophe or direct address. We have apostrophe or direct address. This is where the persona may switch from narrating and instead tells us his thoughts. In some cases, apostrophe is denoted by the opening and closing quotation marks. Then we have onomatopoeia. This is use of words that describe the sound made during an action, such as crash, bang, roar. Idioms, these are the actual sounds produced during an action. Like we could say the matatu hoots, beep, beep, beep. That is an idiom. Next we have hesitation marks. These are used when the poet wants to introduce a break in a poem. The break usually aids in creating suspense, and the suspense may be introduced by an hyphen or continuous dots. Then lastly we have inversions. These are sentences whose word order is different from the ordinary word order. The ordinary word order follows subject, verb, object or subject, verb, complement pattern. But in inversion, we will have, let's say for instance, if it were subject, verb, complement such as the bear went up the hill, it will be inverted to have been reading like up the hill went the bear. So we've changed subject, verb, complement, and we've inverted it and begun with complement, verb, subject. That is inversion. That is it. Thank you for your audience and be sure to learn with Take It.